ready? Here with Joel, asking the questions everybody needs to know. If you were playing dodgeball, name 3 superheroes you want on your team.
Ooh. Thing, Hulk, and Bad Rock, because I can hide behind them.
What was your favorite toy to play with when you were a kid?
I had a giant, it was probably this big, Dukes of Hazzard car. It was, light plastic, and that thing was awesome.
Joel, what is your quest in life?
Ooh. To bring other people joy through funny books.
We know that one. So I met Dell a few weeks ago. Get ready. So we're doing a YouTube channel now.
Right.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
What is your quest in life?
Well, quest in life is travel around, check out bands, do some photography, and play music.
Who's your favorite sidekick?
Ooh. Man, that's a Robin. Yeah, Robin's pretty cool.
All right. Yeah, what are 3 words you want to describe you on your tombstone after you die?
Badass dude.
Badass dude. Pick one. Batman's Batmobile, Iron Man's suit, or Wonder Woman's lasso of truth?
Iron Man suit.
Why?
It's cool, man. You got Jarvis, the AI system that pretty much detects everything. You fly, you got weapons. Yeah, you got pretty much a smartphone in the suit.
Okay.
GPS tracking, everything. Oh yeah.
What's your favorite thing that you're reading right now?
X-Men Inferno, and then the next issue will be Fall Mutants.
What's your favorite book that you picked up this year?
I'm pretty old school, so I'll go for X-Men 75, and then Tigra issue 7.
Nice choices,
Yeah.
man. Here, this time you're going to ask Jeff the questions.
Oh, jeez.
All right.
Del already knows most of my answers.
Oh, yeah. You've never been asked these questions before.
Okay. I'm afraid.
When you was a kid, what comic book did you read?
Believe it or not, okay, so my favorites as a kid, as a little kid, were Spider-Man, of course. But as a little bit older kid, I'm a huge Gru the Wanderer. I have a complete run. That is my jam.
All right.
One.
He's looking for the dirty ones or the embarrassing ones.
What was your favorite toy when you were a kid?
That's a great question.
Good job,
I
Del.
have to say Star Wars figures were my thing.
Ooh.
Love them.
And which was your favorite character?
Yeah.
See, I'm a weird duck. Greedo was always my favorite.
Dude, that's it.
Greedo was my favorite.
All right, one more. He's got one more in him. He's got one more. I can tell you. One more.
This is one. Who's your favorite supervillain and why?
I can't say you, right? I have to say, I like a lot of weird villains. So as an adult, my favorite villains are, I like Kite Man and Calendar Man and Color Man. I like the stupidest villains.
And but why do you like him?
Because I'm stupid like them.
You can relate. You can relate.
No, I mean, they're not powerful. Their superpowers are just kooky, and it's whoever thought of this stuff. I don't know. I like them because they're different, and
Yeah.
I usually like stuff nobody else likes.
Yeah, good.
So,
You like to be unique. Jeff,
try.
thank you.
Thank you, dude. Appreciate it.
Del, what's your favorite thing on Jeff's wall right now?
Spider-Man versus a Prowler, X-Men 08. I would say,
They're all for sale, Del.
yeah,
You
they
can
all
have
for
them all,
sale.
bro.
So, Transformer issue number 1 from
Hey.
Bob the editor, and X-Men. Oh, is it original?
That's Joel's.
That's Joel's. Joel's got a really banger right there. Show that
Joel's
one.
got a lot of bangers, dude.
Oh, look at that, bro.
He almost sold it yesterday.
Look at that. And the Daredevil over there. That's freaking amazing.
Oh, way up top.
Yeah.
I see him.
That's fire.
You want to know what my favorite book is on his wall?
What's your favorite book on his wall?
I already told Joel what my favorite book is.
What? No way.
That's
Yes.
my favorite book
Yes.
on his wall.
Statler and Waldorf.
Yes. Oh my God.
Because you
classic.
like the weird things.
Yes. Classic.
I would rather own this one than this one. That's just me.
Just me, bro. I'm old school.
I've owned that 100 times.
All right, John, you got a great booth. Tell
you
me
very
what your
much.
favorite comic book was as a kid.
Oh, it's got to be Spider-Man. That was what I was first drawn to, was Spidey. Teenage kid, got those powers, and he was very isolated and not like everybody else, and felt didn't have much in common with a lot of other people and things. I think that's what kind of drew me to that.
Did that resonate with you?
Absolutely, yeah.
What do you read most now?
Now, I mean, I'm still a sucker for Spider-Man, but I have a lot of adult comics that I read, Rob Zombie stuff, things like that, horror.
So if you were going to be kidnapped by a villain in the universe of comic books, who would you most want to be kidnapped by?
Oh, it's got to be Venom.
Oh, why?
Yeah, I mean, just because of how intense and crazy he is.
If you were a damsel in distress and got rescued, who would you want to be your rescuer?
Let's see. Well, I mean, when I think of damsel in distress, I envision Superman for some reason.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if Superman came to rescue you, how would you reward him?
Let's see. I mean, what could you reward Superman with? I mean, from a female perspective,
Thank you. Okay. So what are people gravitating to most in your booth today?
We get a lot of McFarlane stuff. Todd McFarlane's really popular, and we get a lot of his stuff. So a little bit of everything.
Okay. Last question, John. What is your quest in life?
Quest in life, just peace and happiness. Whatever way you can get it.
Peace and love.
I've got a wonderful wife that makes life absolutely pleasurable for me. So,
All right. John, thanks for talking to us today.
you got it. Thank you.
All right. When did you first start drawing?
When did I first start drawing?
Yeah.
When I was old enough to pick up a pencil, probably. I think my earliest art memory is visiting my grandmother in California when I was, little.
Yeah.
And killing time while she was babysitting me, and the old Draw the Cowboy ads and Draw the Turtle ads you would see in the back of magazines.
Yeah.
So I remember grabbing a pencil and drawing the turtle and drawing the cowboy and doing the math on my drawing kind of looks like this cowboy. My drawing kind of looks like this turtle. And then instantly being like, if I can draw a cowboy, I can draw Spider-Man. And then scurry to my comics and look at Spider-Man, draw Spider-Man. And it was all over after that. My father drew a bit. My mother drew a bit. Art was sort of around my family.
Yeah.
But I dove on it headlong. And then early on it was, I wanted to be a rock star or an artist, and since I can't play a lick of anything, I ended up being an artist. So, but if you were to find 4th, 5th, and 6th grade, what do you want to be when you grow up? The answer has always been commercial artist. So I draw in a bit of an untraditional way. So basically the idea is you try to find a way for the idea in your head to match what comes out on the paper, and the best course of action to that for me is to mix photography, painting, drawing, collage. So I'm not an excellent draftsman in the traditional sense. Can I draw better than people that can't draw? Sure. But can I draw better than most of my friends? No. If you put the bowl of fruit in front of me, sure, it's going to look like a bowl of fruit. But when all your friends are basically art assassins, I have a list of things I do really well and a larger list of things I don't do well at all. So right out of school, I attacked the gallery scene really hard. For a while, I ran a gallery as a gallery director. I had a studio in Lynn, and that was fun experience. And then I was a creative consultant. I've been a creative director. I've been a co-host on a radio show. I've taught. So basically, if it's anything art related, I kind of say yes to. And then at a certain point, those little incremental wins. And if you're serious about it and you do it in earnest, you will progress, but you'll progress slowly. So now we're at the point where I've had stretches as long as 2 and 3 years where I exclusively do art related things to pay the bills, and stretches just as long where I'm fighting for my life to try to keep my head above water. So it's not for everybody and not for the faint of heart.
So what are your top 3 favorite comic book artists?
Top 3 favorite comic book artists. Daily probably is right up there. I like a lot of the painterly, more expressive. So Kent Williams, Dave McKeon, Sienkiewicz, of course. So that school, and I guess Jay Lee, his recent stuff falls into that. And then just for classic comic aesthetic, Kirby, right? Kirby's king. And then Art Adams, Walt Simonson. I could rap about comic book artists all day, but I think, in a vacuum, the more fine art, painterly ones are the ones that I responded to during my formative years, as a creative,
Pleasure. Thank you so much. All right. When you were a kid, what comic did you reread the most?
There was nothing specific in mind. What I always went back to was the art. I really liked the art. I remember the McFarlane. I started getting into comics like in the 90s when McFarlane was really starting to pop off, and I stayed there for the art.
What was one of the books you remember the most?
Remember the most? Good question. It's probably the McFarlane #1. It just stood out. He made it pop more. I don't know, but it spoke to me. I really liked it.
Who's the most underappreciated comic book writer?
Underappreciated? That's a good question. I'd put in my top 3 probably Jonathan Hickman, Jeff Johns, and third can argue between Ed Brubaker or Brian K. Vaughan, but I haven't read enough Brian K. Vaughan to give him the third place. But Jeff Johns, I usually read anything by him I really like. Jonathan Hickman, I'll try anything by, I'm really starting to get into Jeff Lemire. And I'm really liking his stuff. I'm reading Descender, which I'm really digging. Scott Snyder's another one I really like, but I know sometimes he can be a hit or miss. I really like Brian Michael Bendis. I read his New Avengers run, which is really well. But I know he was very polarizing when it came to his Superman run. People didn't like his Superman run, but I haven't read it. But his New Avengers run, I thought it was fantastic.
And then what is your favorite comic book on your wall right now?
Favorite comic book wall? Good question.
Take your time. There's no time limit here.
I don't know. It always changes. I don't know. We'll go with this one. It's not a super mainstream book, but simple but yet effective. Like the ocean background, sitting on a shark. Like, how do you come up with that? I think it's just beautiful art. It's like sometimes you think of it like you might display it on the wall.
Carlos, thank you.